Picture walking down a crowded street and spotting someone wearing the exact jacket you've been looking for. It is a split-second moment of visual desire. But to actually buy it, you have to break that visual connection. You pull out your phone, open a browser, and start guessing text keywords. Black leather bomber jacket, ribbed cuffs, silver zipper. Then comes the slog of scrolling through endless search results. You open a dozen tabs to compare prices on different websites, check shipping details, and finally punch in your credit card numbers manually. The entire modern e-commerce funnel is trapped inside a text box. You have a purely visual intent, but the system forces you to translate it into language just to tell a machine what you want. By the time you find the right item, if you find it at all, the impulse is often gone. The time and friction required to translate visual desire into a text search causes a massive drop-off in consumer intent. If we remove the search bar entirely, the act of looking at an object can become the transaction itself. A new generation of smart glasses is being designed specifically to strip away the steps between discovery and checkout. These devices act as intelligent shopping assistants. They recognize products in your direct field of view in real time, bridging the gap between seeing an item and buying it. This timeline chart illustrates the difference in friction. The top line shows the traditional text search process, multiple minutes spent typing, filtering, and clicking. The bottom line maps a visual transaction. It is a single, uninterrupted step that takes a few seconds. The move from searching to seeing changes how we interact with the products around us. It removes the barrier between notice and ownership. To make this work, the hardware treats your physical field of view as a navigable interface. The onboard cameras and sensors identify specific items out in the real world: a chair in a restaurant, shoes at a live event, or a watch in a store. That same detection system works on digital screens. If a product appears in a streaming TV show, a YouTube video, or a social media clip, the glasses can identify it immediately. This diagram illustrates the back-end identification logic. The system analyzes a physical object by its shape and contour, matching those visual characteristics against a database. It requires 0 barcodes or text labels to make a positive ID. Your entire visual environment, whether you are walking down the street or watching a live stream, becomes an instantly recognizable, shoppable catalog. Recognizing the object is only the first step. The moment a positive ID is made, the glasses initiate an automated shopping sequence. This decision matrix shows how the system cross-references multiple sellers. It plots out available merchant pathways, evaluating them for price, speed, and quality. In milliseconds, it filters out the noise and highlights the single best purchasing option based on your preferences. To confirm the purchase, you use gaze-based ordering. By holding your focus on a visual prompt, you execute the transaction entirely hands-free, without traditional clicking or typing. Underneath that interaction, protected credentials and encrypted communication flows ensure the transaction remains secure. Comparing sellers, checking shipping terms, and entering payment data all happen out of sight. The entire checkout process is condensed into a single secure glance. For the user, this shifts commerce from an active chore into an ambient interaction. It becomes a layer operating on top of daily life. Because you navigate and order purely with your eyes, you never need to break your stride or pull out a device. This hands-free approach creates accessible commerce pathways. Users who rely on assistive technologies or have limited mobility can discover and buy products independently. Consumers find the best prices and trusted merchants in seconds, requiring 0 manual effort. The technological barriers of screens and keyboards disappear. Purchasing becomes a fluid extension of human sight. At a larger scale, this wearable commerce layer opens a new channel for global retailers and brands. Look at this funnel chart comparing conversion models. The traditional sales funnel is leaky, losing customers at every step. By capturing a buyer's impulse at the exact second it peaks, the 0 drop-off flow secures a sale that would otherwise be lost to friction. Brands can link product exposure straight to a transaction. They no longer have to rely solely on search engine optimization to win a customer. Over time, the physical environment competes directly with digital platforms. Phones and dedicated apps become secondary tools for discovering and acquiring goods. Every city street corner, every television show, and every live event contains items you can instantly acquire. The physical world becomes an infinite storefront.